Have you ever given any thought to the possibility that when you share your concerns with others, these concerns could be used against you? The unfortunate reality is that there are individuals who not only take advantage of these circumstances, but also exacerbate them, thereby causing emotional wounds to become even more severe. Consider a specific scenario. Let's say that your business venture was unsuccessful, and you make the decision to share your concern with others. There are some people who may give the impression that they are compassionate, but in reality, they are just looking for an opportunity to pass judgment on you and spread rumors about your alleged lack of skill and irresponsibility. It is similar to the situation that occurs when your partner cheats on you. They may acknowledge their error and apologize, but behind your back, they make fun of your feelings of sadness. Disclosure of feelings such as melancholy, hopelessness, or frustration can leave you vulnerable to being exploited by others, which can make your emotional state even more difficult to manage. In addition to that, this dynamic sheds light on a problematic facet of human-human relationships. When we are at our most vulnerable, rather than finding support and understanding, we are confronted with the possibility of experiencing even more pain. As a result, we are compelled to question the degree to which we can truly trust others and open our hearts. Because we are afraid of being ridiculed or judged, we may find ourselves emotionally isolated. This is because we may keep our pains and internal struggles to ourselves out of fear that others will judge us about them. Taking into consideration this fact highlights how important it is to make a thoughtful selection of the people to whom we confide our problems and difficulties. For the sake of our mental well-being, it is essential that we seek out a group of people who can provide us with genuine support and understanding. Creating and maintaining bonds of trust and mutual support for one another becomes an act of resistance and healing in a world that is frequently dominated by insensitivity. In times of difficulty, it is of the utmost importance to acknowledge the power that is derived from relationships that are honest and constructive. It is unfortunate that the actions of such individuals appear to be motivated by a desire to feel superior to other people. It is possible that this attitude goes beyond simple malice in today's world, revealing profound psychological issues. There are some people who are so out of balance that they take pleasure in the suffering of others. The fact that some people in today's society make fun of people who admit to having depression is not surprising, particularly if the individuals in question are successful or celebrities. For some people, living a prosperous or comfortable life is almost considered to be a criminal act as well. When they learn that someone is having difficulty, they take pleasure in the person's misfortune. As a result, it is of the utmost importance to acquire the skills necessary to safeguard oneself against these detrimental influences and to maintain a resilient attitude in the face of difficulties. Additionally, this phenomenon sheds light on the complexity of human behavior and emphasizes the necessity of adopting a more compassionate and understanding approach to dealing with issues related to mental health. A society that frequently prioritizes material success over emotional well-being is reflected in the phenomenon of envy and pleasure in the misfortune of others. In a time when judgments are made quickly and cruelly, it is essential to cultivate resilience and seek support in environments that promote mental health and personal growth. The development of a sense of self-worth and compassion for oneself and others, as well as the strengthening of the ability to face challenges with dignity and equilibrium, are both extremely important. When it comes to sharing information about your personal concerns, failures, or feelings of sadness, adopting a cautious approach can be an effective strategy for preserving your emotional and mental well-being. In the course of your journey towards self-improvement, I strongly recommend that you confront your problems with self-reliance and independence, or that you seek the guidance of a professional when you are feeling overwhelmed. When you share your problems, especially in settings where understanding and empathy are limited, you run the risk of inadvertently exacerbating the situation. This can attract malicious gossip or mocking reactions, both of which can make your emotional state even worse. It is important to keep this in mind. It may be beneficial to adopt a reserved and thoughtful approach when you are going through difficult times in your personal life, or when you are in situations that have a negative impact on you. When it comes to developing strong emotional autonomy, one of the most important steps is to have faith in your own capacity to deal with these challenges without rushing to seek assistance from outside sources. In order to accomplish this, you must place a high value on your principles and self-esteem, maintain composure and equilibrium, and be able to overcome emotional obstacles while also effectively resolving the issues that you are confronted with. It is possible that you will discover that the solutions to your problems become more crystal clear and more easily accessible if you are more selective about what you share. This strategy offers a number of advantages. In addition to safeguarding your privacy, it fosters a robust sense of self-sufficiency and self-confidence through its implementation. Being able to face challenges on an individual basis helps develop resilience, which is an essential quality for overcoming future challenges. On the other hand, it is of the utmost importance to acknowledge the significance of seeking assistance when it is required. Instead of being a sign of weakness, this is an act of strength and wisdom on your part. During times of great difficulty, it may be extremely beneficial to seek the assistance of a qualified professional who can offer support and guidance in order to successfully navigate difficult challenges. In order to achieve healthy and sustainable personal development, it is essential to strike a balance between protecting one's privacy and seeking support from outside sources. It is necessary to take a personalized approach that takes into account your specific requirements and constraints, because every challenge is different. This process of self-discovery and personal development is a never-ending journey of learning and development with endless possibilities. When you take this stance, you not only shield yourself from harmful influences from the outside world, but you also give yourself the ability to deal with the highs and lows of life in a more mature and well-informed manner. You are able to adapt and grow in response to new circumstances and opportunities, because the resilience that you develop through this process is not only for overcoming the challenges that you are currently facing, but it also prepares you for the challenges that you will face in the future. Therefore, by choosing this course of action, you are not only safeguarding your current situation, but you are also laying the groundwork for a future that is more robust and self-sufficient. It is important to recognize that the perception that everything is overly difficult can be a reflection of the fact that one does not recognize their own limitations. This is a crucial point to consider in order to live a life that is full of opportunities and accomplishments. Integrity in behavior and a commitment to ongoing development are both absolutely necessary. It is important to remember that the proverb "fall 7 times, stand up 8" emphasizes the significance of perseverance and resilience. Each challenge becomes progressively more manageable as one's determination and dedication to that challenge increases. As a result, it is of the utmost importance to avoid being overcome by negative feelings and to avoid allowing other people to diminish your essence or motivation. Raise your voice and take action with the resoluteness of someone who is unmovable. But you will become less susceptible to those who take pleasure in the misfortune of others if you adopt this stance, and your challenges will begin to appear more manageable as a result. The process of confronting negativity and maintaining focus on reality is beneficial in that it helps to make solutions to problems more transparent and accessible. For instance, take into consideration a situation in which you feel that someone you had complete faith in has betrayed you. You had high hopes for a project or relationship, and you had complete faith in the promises that this person made. You anticipated receiving support, loyalty, and love from this individual. On the other hand, when these expectations are shattered, an overwhelming emotional pain emerges, which causes you to become paralyzed with disillusionment as you confront the betrayal. While these instances of disappointment and betrayal are extremely painful, they also present valuable opportunities for personal development. This is true regardless of whether the betrayal or disappointment was intentional or accidental. The suffering that one endures can serve as a driving force for the development of one's character and insight into oneself. Learning to deal with disappointment not only helps us become more resilient, but it also teaches us to reevaluate the nature of our relationships and the expectations we have held for ourselves. It is important to remember that we should not put all of our happiness in the hands of other people, and that we should strive to keep our emotional equilibrium. In order to successfully navigate the complexities of human relationships and triumph over adversity with dignity and strength, it is essential to construct a foundation of self-confidence and self-respect. It is essential for any person's life journey to include these experiences, despite the fact that they may be difficult. The importance of maintaining faith in oneself, even in the face of disloyalty or disappointment, is something that they share with their students. These moments also provide an opportunity to contemplate other aspects of human nature, such as the transience of relationships and the importance of developing emotional independence. You will not only be able to recover from emotional wounds, but you will also gain a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you as a result of confronting and overcoming these challenges. This will prepare you to face future challenges with greater wisdom and balance. The unique challenge that you face is gaining an understanding of the complexities involved in dealing with the intense emotional pain that results from someone you trusted betraying you or disappointing you. It is natural to experience feelings of profound sadness, disillusionment, and even despair when, upon discovering that a close person has caused you harm, you have discovered that they have done so. In spite of the fact that you might experience an overwhelming urge to express these feelings on the inside, perhaps in the form of crying or an impulse to flee the situation, it is essential to manage how and when you reveal these feelings, particularly when you are in public. In circumstances such as these, it is essential to keep your composure in front of other people, despite the fact that you may feel devastated, betrayed, and disappointment that your expectations have been dashed. It is possible that allowing your pain and despair to be visible can not only give other people the ability to influence your emotional state, but it can also give the person who caused the pain a sense of control or satisfaction in seeing the impact of their actions. Maintaining your dignity in these kinds of situations does not entail denying or repressing your feelings. Rather, it entails acknowledging these feelings and making the conscious decision to express them in a manner that is appropriate in a secure setting, away from the eyes of those who are judging or prying. Getting away from the person who caused you pain and finding a private place to cry, reflect, or even confide in someone you trust could be one way to accomplish this. The ability to maintain composure and self-control in the face of betrayal is not a sign of weakness but rather of strength and self-control. You are able to assert your control over your own life and feelings when you make the decision to not allow other people to disrupt your emotional equilibrium. In the process of developing a strong and resilient character, this kind of self-mastery is a valuable skill, that contributes significantly to the development of the character. Furthermore, gaining the ability to control your feelings in challenging circumstances is a crucial skill that will allow you to face future challenges with greater level of wisdom and equilibrium. One of the most important aspects of personal development is the capacity to deal with and triumph over emotional suffering in a manner that is both healthy and constructive. It gives you the ability to recover from traumatic experiences with increased resilience, self-awareness, and maturity. In the end, having the ability to handle challenging circumstances in a controlled and balanced manner not only assists you in overcoming moments of crisis, but it also prepares you to face future challenges in a manner that is more effective and confident. You can equip yourself with the necessary tools to navigate the complexities of life with grace and dignity if you embrace this journey of self-development and make every effort to complete it. The desire to witness a dramatic display of emotions, such as a public meltdown or uncontrolled crying, is a common motivation for people who take pleasure in the anger and frustration of others. These individuals frequently try to cause others to lose their level of emotional control. As they take pleasure in eliciting exaggerated responses from you, they are content to observe your impulsive reaction to the provocations they have made. Nevertheless, the fact that you have been betrayed or that you have experienced a significant disappointment does not make you a loser. However, it is essential that you do not allow such experiences to profoundly affect you. Extending beyond this point is absolutely necessary. In spite of the fact that it is essential to face difficult circumstances without openly displaying your suffering, this does not imply that the pain is not genuine or intense. The human body's natural reaction to traumatic experiences or stressful situations is pain, however. It is possible to learn how to avoid being confined by this sensation. Find a place that is secure and comfortable, a personal haven where you can process your feelings without the pressure of constantly reliving the disappointment. This is the first step in the process. This strategy might not be the healthiest or most beneficial in the long run, despite the fact that it might be tempting to take the position of never trusting anyone again and avoiding any and all risks. It is possible that you will unintentionally obstruct opportunities for personal development and the discovery of new joys if you completely isolate yourself from the international community and new experiences. Rather than that, it is more productive to view the experience as a valuable lesson that will strengthen your discernment and to strengthen your resilience. One of the most effective ways to reclaim your strength and personal agency is to transform disillusionment, despite the fact that it may be painful, into an opportunity for personal development and awareness of more about yourself. For this process of turning disillusionment into growth, you need to have a profound understanding of yourself and the feelings that you experience. It entails acknowledging and accepting your feelings while simultaneously making a declaration to refrain from allowing them to control or define your existence. Maintaining an objective perspective on the situation while simultaneously honoring your feelings is a delicate balance that requires a lot of effort. You will not only develop greater emotional resilience by accepting this journey, but you will also develop a deeper understanding of your needs, boundaries, and personal values. Not only does this journey of self-discovery and overcoming equip you to better handle future challenges, but it also leads you on a path to greater authenticity and personal fulfillment. In the end, this journey transforms you into a better person. Acquiring the ability to protect oneself with caution and to avoid blindly trusting others is an essential skill. Acting with wisdom and discernment, recognizing the lies and illusions that others may attempt to impose, is an essential component of effective leadership. While it is not a good idea to be suspicious of everyone and to steer clear of any and all risks, it is equally essential to avoid becoming someone who is unwilling to take advantage of new experiences and opportunities. Living in your comfort zone for an extended period of time and restricting yourself to only the things that are familiar to you is not the best solution. Avoiding difficult circumstances on a consistent basis will not eliminate the underlying issues that are causing the problems. Pain can bring about feelings of shame and regret, but if you are able to triumph over these negative emotions, you will come to the realization that suffering carries with it a significant lesson about how to behave in order to avoid experiencing similar pain in the future. When you have internalized this lesson, you will not be content to simply remain in a secure and familiar location. Rather, you will venture into uncharted territories, going through new experiences and encountering new situations. The key difference is that you will now be armed with the knowledge necessary to avoid being naive and to avoid falling into traps. With every new attempt and journey, you will become a stronger, better, and wiser person, and most importantly, you will become more proud of yourself. This is true even if you experience more pain and face new challenges alongside each new endeavor. Always keep in mind that your own personal development is entirely up to you. Maintain your resolve, take what you've learned from your experiences, and keep moving forward. This journey of self-awareness and personal development is one that should be considered an ongoing process. Your development is improved by each and every experience, regardless of whether it is positive or negative. The more challenges you take on, the more robust and knowledgeable you become, allowing you to face whatever lies ahead. Learning to navigate life with confidence and caution is the key to living a full and fulfilled existence. Accepting life with all of its surprises and dangers is the first step toward achieving this. Be open to new experiences, but remember to maintain a critical and cautious perspective at all times. The process of gaining knowledge from the past and constructing a more robust and secure future. I also want to remind you to leave a like and comment, as well as to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to receive notifications of new videos and hit the bell. Have a good time in the next video.